Yo, what's up guys, ZarWay here, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm back with another story, so without further ado, grab your popcorn, and let's just get straight to the video. So this story takes place in 8th grade, and in 8th grade, I had this guy, and we're just gonna call this guy Hitler, okay? So Hitler, we had this guy named Hitler, and Hitler was a pretty fucking childish guy, okay? Hitler is the type of person that whenever the teacher is actually explaining something, he would start saying, hoo. By the way, that's not fucking sarcasm, he would actually do that. Like actual dead silent in the class, no one's talking, he would be like, hoo, like a fucking owl or some shit like that. But basically, let me give you a little backstory on Hitler. Hitler came to the school in 7th grade, and in 7th grade, I was the only one to actually talk to this motherfucker. And then, in 8th grade, the first day, I'm like, hey dude, he just doesn't fucking say anything to me. He's like, he looks at ZarWay, he's like, fuck this gay ass faggot, and he turns his back. And I'm like, oh well, isn't that a great way to fucking say hi to me? But basically after that day, Hitler started treating me as if I fucking killed his mother after raping her 10 times, killed his sister after raping her 12 times, cut off his dad's little pee-pee, and fucking cut off his legs like fucking slices of pizza, okay? That's how he was treating me. And I'm like, dude, I'm like legitimately the only guy who talked to you whenever you were new to the school. But basically I'm like, oh well, fuck this shit. And keep in mind that I had every single class, like no exception, English, fucking every class I was with this guy. So basically he would like fucking like talk shit to me like every day. And you know, after 2 months of this shit happening, we had French class, right? Now, basically, in French class, I was a pretty polite person. I was actually the only one who would get A+. And yeah, and back at the time, my left wrist was broken, so I had a cast over it. And the cast would go, like, all over, like, it wouldn't go to my elbow. Like, it wouldn't lock my elbow in a position. But it was, like, a little bit underneath my elbow. So, basically, my full arm was casted, right? But basically, the French class finishes. And French class is, like, at the last story of the actual building of school, right? And basically, we had like lunch break after that, so I needed to go down. So basically, I'm walking it like to the staircase, and the way that the the way that the building is laid out is you'd walk straight, and then at the right, there's like the staircase. But basically, I get out of the French class, and I start walking to the like staircase, and basically I start walking. And as I'm walking, like, I'm just about to, like, turn to my right to go down the staircase, and I see that Hitler is, like, running to the staircase, okay? Now, honestly, I did not think much of it, because, yet again, this was the motherfucker that would start saying, hoo, in the middle of the actual class, so, what the heck? But I was like, oh, well, he's just fucking stupid. So, basically, he's running, and I'm about to go to my right to go down the staircase, right? And this motherfucker, as he's running, he pushes me back, right? And basically, after he pushes me, he pushes me into the wall because I still did not, go down the staircase. And the staircase were to my right. So basically, I bumped into this wall and, he started going down, okay? He pushes me and he starts, going down. And I'm like, motherfucker, you better come up here right now. Like, I actually said that. I was like, motherfucker, you better come up here right now. And he stops and he looks at me and he starts going up, right? And then he comes up and he's like, what did you say to me? And I'm like, don't hurt yourself. And then he's like, what the fuck did you say to me? And he pushes me back, right? And as he pushes me back, I felt something. I felt something in my veins. It was Satan. Satan was giving me a message. Satan was telling me to do something. I felt it boiling inside of my veins. And then it happened. I felt as if I was transforming to a Super Saiyan God. And I take my left wrist, which, by the way, that's basically the wrist that I had the cast on, and swing it into this motherfucker's face, right? And this motherfucker falls, okay? He falls. Hitler falls on the floor, and he's crying. He's actually crying. No bullshit. He's fucking crying, okay? And it just so happened that it was at this point that my French teacher gets out of the class, and she sees me, and she's like, what the fuck? Keep in mind that I was, the most polite person in her class. And I was, always getting A+ and stuff like that. So she was pretty surprised, right? And then she runs to me. And after she gets to, right next to us, she's like, go to the principal's office right now. And I'm like, oh crap, okay. So basically, I go to the principal's office. I get suspension for, a week and a half. And, yeah, that's basically it. The guy actually, I don't know what happened because he didn't go to school for, the next 5 days. But basically, I don't know what happened. But whenever he came to school, his basically his cheek was like pretty swelled up. And I also forgot to mention that I did not actually use my full strength because, like, if a 10th grader, if a guy who's like 10 years old would have actually used his full strength with a cast on his arm, like, this motherfucker's face would be bashed, okay? This motherfucker's face would have like a hole in the middle of his face. So I just like I didn't go like very hard, okay? Like, that's legitimately it. Because if I actually went hard on this guy's face, then I would have probably decapitated his head from his freaking body, okay? But yeah, that's basically it. After that, sometimes he would like still talk shit to me, and then I would be like, oh yeah, says the guy who fucking fell on the floor and started crying like a little bitch. But yeah, that's basically it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.
What I wanna say is I feel stuck. I do like a girl with a big butt. I either don't drink or get too drunk and pass out on my best friend's futon. I need to move on from this basic shit. I wake up, eat, and go and take a piss. You do something fun and have to take a pic. And really life is a movie, go and make a flick. You gotta make a pick, you gotta take a chance. Can't see the world when it's in your hands. And when I first started, it was time, day, and now it's still us plus